Hello, welcome to our 30-minute Pilates stretch and abs class. Today we're going to be doing full body mobility and stretching as well as a bit of abdominal strength training. Just remember through the class that you're in control of your own body, and if any of the moves feel like they're a bit too much, just go back down into your resting position, and otherwise enjoy the class. Right, we're going to start up and standing. Just make sure that you've got your feet firmly planted on the ground and you've got weight evenly between the toes and the balls of the foot and the heel. So you're just going to rock forwards and rock back until you feel your weight evenly right in the center of the feet. Knees are nice and loose and relaxed. And then we move up into our hips and pelvis. And what you want to make sure is that your hips are evenly between a tipping forwards and a dropping backwards position. So we're in a nice neutral pelvic position. Ribs are relaxed, resting directly over your hips, not poking forwards. Collarbones wide, shoulders relaxed, chin slightly dropped inwards into our chin tuck nodding position. And then we just want to wake up our center. So just put your fingers on your hip bones, move them in and down an inch, and then just slowly try and tighten, lift, connect to that deep inner core. And then we can bring our arms back down and let's move into a bit of a warm-up. So we're going to start by just floating the arms up to shoulder height, and then we're going to lift one arm, lower the other. Back to shoulder height, lift and lower. Making sure we're really reaching up to the ceiling. Other hand pulls down to the floor. Keeping our ribs nice and relaxed, not sort of poking forwards as we move. And this is just warming up the arms, warming up the shoulders. A few more here. And now we're going to add in a little lift and lower. Lift and lower. So you're reaching up onto the toes and controlling the lower as you come down. So you need a bit of balance for this. And this is going to get into the ankles, into the calves. Start waking up the lower part of the leg. One more to each side. And now we're going to add in a little bend. So you drop down into a semi-squat. Just a little bend, starting to get the hips and knees involved. Breathing out as you lower, in as you come up. And now we're going to do a little combination. So we're going to lift as we reach, come back to central, and lower, and come back. And we lift, and back, and lower, and back. Lift, and back, lower, and back. And you want to make sure your movements are nice and smooth and flowing, getting our whole body warming up nicely. Lift, and lower, lift, and lower. A few more here. And down, up, and down. Last one on each. And down. And then you can bring your arms back down. Now we're going to move on to the hips a little bit. So we're going to come into a wide foot position. Toes are turned out. And you want to make sure that you are opening now the front of the hip and groin area. Hands are going to be on our hips. You've got that center set. And we're just going to do a little plie. And come up. And plie. And come up. As we plie, we're keeping our knees pointing out to the outside walls. Again, opening up the hips in the front. Doing a little bum squeeze as you come up. Making sure that you are moving your hips straight down, not out to the back. 3, 2, last one. And then we're going to step a little bit wider. And we're going to sink down low now, really making sure you open the hips wide, stay down low, and you're going to pulse, 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 pulse. 10, 9, breathing out as you pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down here. We're now going to place our hand on the knee. Shift your weight across, so you've got one leg straight, one leg bent, and reach as you look down, and bring your hand back down into the center. Same thing to the other side. Reach the knee over, one leg straight, one leg bent, hand on the thigh, and reach with the upper body, and come back. And we're going to do a few here. Reach, and come back. Over to the other side, breathing in and out as you reach. In and back to the center. Reach. And back. And reach. Side bend. And back. And reach. Up. And back. And reach. Over, up, and back. One more to each side. Lean, reach, come back. Lean, reach, and come back, and up. And we're now going to walk our feet back into the center. We're now going to go onto the upper back a little bit and do some shoulder rolls. So we're going to take a breath in as we roll the one shoulder back. Side bend to that side, letting your hand slide down your leg. Bring your other hand around to reach. And then roll forwards and slowly come and peel all the way up. Same thing to the other side. Big circle, reach down, sliding the hand. Reach round with the other hand. Come back to the center. And slowly roll up, articulating through your spine. And we go again, breathing in as you roll, out as you slide, in as you reach, and then out as you roll all the way back up. And again, in. You slide as you breathe out, breathe in as you reach round, breathe out as you roll back up. And we go in, slide, reach round, and roll all the way back up. And again, breathing in as you roll, out as you slide, in as you reach, and out as you roll back up. Nice and slowly. Good. Now we're going to go stand to the edge of our mats. And we're going to begin a little roll down sequence. So again, make sure that you've got your feet nice and comfortably positioned. Knees are soft. We start with just a little chin bend. So you're going to drop your chin to your chest. Gently let your ribs lower down, rolling your spine. You want to focus on moving each vertebra separately to the other. And you roll just as far as whatever's comfortable for you. And then you're going to slowly uncurl back up, using the deeper tummy muscles to give you some support. And we go again. Chin to the chest, rolling slowly, articulating through that spine, keeping our knees soft, movement nice and smooth as far as you can. And then we're going to unwind all the way back up. And last time we're going to roll down, and then we're going to walk out into our hands and knees. All the way down, smooth and controlled. Then when you get your hands to the floor, bend your knees, and we're going to walk our hands forward, 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 until we're on our hands and knees. Now, we're going to start a little bit of our abdominal work here. So make sure that you've got your toes tucked under, your knees are under your hips, Hands are going to be a little bit in front of your arms. Chin is tucked in, and you've got that deep lower connection, center set. Now we start by taking a little breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to lift your knees 1 inch upwards. Breathe in as you lower. Breathe out as you lift. In as you lower. Out as you lift. And it's a small little movement straight up and down. Making sure you're keeping your hips over the knees, not driving forwards. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lovely. And lower. A few more here. Last one. Now we're going to go into level 2. So we're going to move our hands slightly more forwards. And now we're going to go up into a little lift as we just did. And as you breathe out, you're going to shoot forwards like a cannon. Breathe in as you come back and lower back down. So we lift, shoot forwards, come back and lower. Lift, shoot forwards, come back and lower. Lift, shoot, back and lower. Making sure you're keeping your shoulders nice and strong as you shoot over your hands. Keeping space between your ears and your shoulders. And we've got last few. Lift, shoot, come back and lower. One more. Lift, shoot, come back and lower. Flatten those feet and push those hips back towards your knees. Just going into a nice stretch here. Deep breath in and out. Just letting all that stress in the shoulders and the hips move away. Breathing in again and out. And now let's come back onto our hands and knees. Making sure now that your hands are underneath your shoulders. And we're just going to do a little bit of upper back loosening. So I want you to thread your hand underneath your arm, trying to put your shoulder on the mat, head on the mat, and use this hand that's on the floor to try and get your upper back twisting as much as possible and as much that feels comfortable. And we come up and we go to the other side. Thread the needle underneath, getting nice twisting and rotation through your upper back. And come back. And we do a few of these to each side. Threading the needle underneath and coming back. And thread the needle underneath and coming back. And we breathe out as we thread. Lovely loosening exercise. Breathe in as you come back. Breathe out as you thread. Breathe in as you come back. One more to each side. Breathe out as you thread. In as you come back. Last time, breathe out. And come back. And now we're going to roll onto our side and go into some of our plank reaches. So this is going to be using abdominal strengthening as well as trying to lengthen the sides of our body. So you want to make sure that you've got a nice bend at the knees and the hips. Elbow is underneath the shoulder, shoulder is supported, center set in the front. We're going to have our hand just resting on our upper thigh. We're going to lift up of the hips, reach the arm to the ceiling, side bend, and slowly reach up and back around. So we're going to lift, reach across, come back and lower. Lift, reach, come back and lower. Lift, reach across, come back and lower. And we breathe in, breathe out as we reach, breathe in, breathe out as you lower back down. Breathe in, breathe out and reach, breathe in as you lower back down. Breathe in, Breathe out and reach. Breathe in as you lower back down. Last time. Breathe in, breathe out as you reach. Breathing in and come back down. And now we're going to roll onto our backs. And we're going to start our abdominal series. So you need a little 1-inch pillow or slightly rolled up towel. And you're just going to put that behind the top part of your head. Make sure now that you're in a nice comfortable position. Feet, knees, hips all in one line. Pelvis is in neutral, center set. Arms are going to come behind your head, clasped. Gently supporting the weight of the head, not pulling on the neck. And we're going to go into a straight forwards abdo prep. So I want you to focus the movement purely on your ribs here. We're going to take a little breath in to prepare. Breathe out and just crunch the ribs onto the stomach and lower back down. And we lift and lower. Just lifting the shoulder blades up as you move those ribs down onto the stomach. Lift and lower. And we breathe out as we lift, in as we lower. Small, controlled, smooth little movements here, waking up the upper abdominals. And we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go into diagonal to try and get our obliques working. So we're going to take a breath in again to prepare. Breathe out, and now we go diagonally across. Opposite rib to opposite hip, and we alternate. Opposite rib to opposite hip. And we lift and lower. Lift and lower. And it's just a complete twist to the one side and the other side. Twist and lower. Twist and lower. Making sure you're not pulling on the head. Again, it's just focusing that movement on the ribs coming across the body. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Few more here. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower back down. Now we're going to add in a scooping motion. So you're going to lift to the one side without dropping all the way back down. We're going to scoop across to the other side and scoop across, scoop across. So now we're getting a nice rocking motion back and forth, still keeping good control, still making sure the movement is focused to the ribs. Scooping like an ice cream scoop, left and right. Still getting a bit of breathing going, so we're not holding our breath. And we've got 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Lovely stuff. Straight into now a little bit of lower abdominal strengthening. So we're going to set our center. Arms are by your side. You're going to float your one knee up into tabletop. Deepen the connection to the core and float your other knee up into tabletop, making sure that your tummy muscles are really nice and switched on. Feet together, knees are apart. Keeping the rest of your body nice and relaxed, we're going to do a little touch and back up. Touch and back up. And you make sure as you're touching that you've got smooth, controlled movements of the legs. No rocking of the hips or pushing out with the tummy muscles. And you're breathing out as you touch. Short little breaths. And we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, halfway, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one on each one, and bring the other leg down. both legs down, and just straighten the legs, sliding your feet away from you, breathing in as you lift your arms up, and out as you lengthen those arms behind you, straightening out the body, stretching out those abs. And then you can bring your arms back up, bring the knees in, and bring those arms down. And now we're going to go into our plank on the other side. So we're going to roll over. And now just remember which side you previously worked. We're going to lie on the side. Again, elbow underneath the shoulder, knees are bent, hand resting on your thigh, center set as always. And we're going to go. Lift as you reach with the hand up to the ceiling, come across, side bending, back up to the ceiling, and we lower down. So we lift those hips as we reach the arm up, side bend across, come back, around and down. And we lift, reach across, come back, and down. Lift, reach across, come back, and down. Good. Lift, reach, back, and down. And we breathe in and out, in and down. And lift, reach across, back up, and down. One more. Lift, reach across, back up, and down. And then just gently push yourself back up into sitting. Make sure you've got a nice bit of space around you, and you're going to go into mermaid sitting. So you have one leg in front and the other leg behind you. So you kind of want to have a 90-degree bend at the knee, and then the other leg just tucked behind you. One hand next to you, other hand on the opposite side. And we're going to breathe in as we lift the one arm up. Breathe out as you glide your hand away, coming to rest on the forearm, stretching into the side of the body. And we reach tall and come back up. And we go again, breathing in, breathing out as you reach. Breathing in and coming back up. Breathing in, reach across and out. One more. Breathing in, reach across. Breathing out and coming back down. And let's swap sides. Other leg in front, other leg behind. Hands resting on either side of you. Breathing in as you reach your hand up. Breathing out as you glide away to rest on the forearm. Breathing in as you come tall and out, down again. And we're going to lift up, reach across, come back and down. Last one, lifting up, gliding over, coming back and down. And now we're going to go into our saw. So you're going to be sitting with your legs nice and wide. Okay, that's a bit much. You can just go into cross-legged position as well. Legs are wide, sitting up nice and tall. Hands are out, stretched, chin relaxed. Take a breath in as you twist. Breathe out as you reach around, trying to get your hand behind your leg. Sitting up and twisting back. Now we go to the other side. Breathing in as we twist, out as we reach round, coming up and back to the front. Breathing in as you twist the other way, out as you reach round, coming back up and turning forwards. And again, twist as you breathe in, reach down, coming back up and around. We're going to do one more to each side. Breathe in as you twist, out as you reach, in and back. Last one. Twist, reach down, in and back. Good. Now you can bring those legs in, come forwards to on your knees, tuck the toes in, and we're now going to roll up into standing. So you lift the bottom up to the air, walk your hands towards you, and slowly let your body peel up one vertebra at a time. until we're standing nice and tall. And we're going to take a deep breath in as we lift those arms up. Breathe out as you clasp your hands behind your head. Breathe in as you raise your shoulders. Out as you lower the shoulders. Breathe in as you reach up, look up, and out as you come back down. And again, breathing in as you lift those arms. Out as you clasp the hands behind your head. In as you lift the shoulders. Out as you drop the shoulders. In, look up and reach. Out and come back down. Last time. Lift. Lower. Lift. And come back down. And just shake out that body. Feeling nice and loose and mobile. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, we always want to get a nice combination between working hard and challenging the body, but also enjoying it as well. So make sure you bring that into all of the exercise that you do throughout your week. And have a wonderful rest of your day.